Hey guys, what is up? The NeoCubist here. Welcome to my tutorial on an excellent modern house. It's really cool. It's actually got 2 floors to it. I built this little nice backyard area for aesthetic's sake, but I do show you at the end of the video how that was done. And yeah, this looks really cool. It's got a nice inside, a little different than your typical modern home, but it's definitely survival oriented. So if you're an in-game survival player or just building in creative and you wanted to do something fun, you could make the interior your own. But as you can see on these 2 floors, they're nice filled out floors. But yeah, if you guys want to see how to build it block by block, step by step, stick around for the tutorial. So let me come out the front door here, give you one more exterior shot of the build, and then yeah, let's get started. Alright, so for your modern house, you're going to need to find the materials found on my hotbar below, and we're going to need a pretty decently sized area here. It can't be super small, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be super large, just somewhere in the middle. This area, it's like 13 blocks, so like 15 by 12 or something like that, so you're going to need a pretty decently sized area. But the first step is actually going to be building the roof. I know it's a little counterintuitive building the roof first, but we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cobblestone blocks just like this, and then we're going to go 13 blocks over, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then after that 13th block on the 14th block, you're going to place another 11 row of cobblestone just like this. This is going to form the base of our wall, and next step is we're actually going to go in here and build the actual walls. So this is up for, or I just added that just for a second. So we're going to place 2 blocks of spruce wood with a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 block space in between, so just 2 in from the outside, just like that. And that's going to start to form the walls here, and then we can go ahead and just connect them in between like this. And yeah, pretty simple indeed. So these spruce walls right here are going to be a total of 4 high, so you might just want to add 3 blocks on top of them like this. Don't worry about that inside wall where the roof is going to be. That's not going to be too important to fix because it's just going to give you more space inside of your build. Technically, I mean, if you wanted to, you could do that like this, but I think in my original build I might have done that, but at the same time I'm not really sure why, because it would just give you like 2 blocks more space on both sides. And yeah, it's always nice to have more space in your builds. But yeah, we're going to just start off with a nice wall like this. So it's looking pretty rudimentary right now, but I promise it'll turn out something like that. So we have the walls right here, which are a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. If you'd like to like pause it right here and copy it, feel free. You're totally able to do that. Try to give you some good angles. But yeah, let's get on to building the rest of the roof. Alright, so these cobblestone things we have on the end are going to be a total of 4 high, so 2, 3, and 4, just like this. So it should match up with your spruce walls, and you're going to want to bring them up to 4 high on both sides of the build. And this is going to be the start of our roof, so let's just continue doing that like this. Now on the inside of the build, we are going to take some spruce slabs, which I did not tell you to grab, so my bad. You're going to need some spruce slabs, but luckily you can just craft those in your inventory right now if you're building along with me. Hopefully I don't mess up anything too big, because I'm known to sort of mess up things, and I won't be changing them because I've already built this build, but some of my builds I'll like mess up and I'll be like, oh, actually you're going to need this instead of that. You're going to want to move this, and I know that can be very annoying, so I'm going to try not to do that here. But on the inside, there's no promises, guys. Well, actually the inside wouldn't really matter because you can sort of design that how you want, but I know a lot of people like to see the insides of builds, which is good. I mean, if it's a survival build, the inside's just as important as the outside in my opinion. But yeah, I'm just filling in this floor right here with just some spruce slabs like that. You should end up with a nice little box shape and your house is complete. I'm just kidding. Okay, so as you can see, the roof right here is actually comprised of 2 slabs going inward. So we can go ahead and do that on all of the area right here. I don't think we need to go in too far. I'm just going to do it on the last 2 blocks for now right here. And again, just pasting them inside. And then we're going to figure out that second floor real quick. Let me just remember how that was built. Alright, so we are going to want to connect all these slabs just like this. And we're actually going to need to go in the middle here. We're going to take, it doesn't really matter, something that has a sort of a gray hue to it. It doesn't matter if it's concrete or terracotta or whatever, but I chose this gray concrete because I think it looks, it's gray, right? Yeah, gray concrete. I think it looks the best. And as you can see, there's this second floor here, and it's actually on a different layer. Okay, so it's going to be 2 slabs, okay, and then a solid block. So 2 slabs, and then a solid block. So just right here, just go ahead and place your solid blocks. You sort of have the bounds of where you're going to build. And then we're going to actually just do something like that and extend it 1 off. Now, this area, I can give you the dimensions, but if you've already built the rest, the dimensions are going to make sense. But in a second here, I'll count them if you'd like me to. But I guess I can't really ask if you want me to because you're not here yet. You're not here yet. but maybe in the future. Like, I can ask my future self if you'd like me to ask the dimensions. Okay, let's go ahead and just fill in this area right here. I don't normally do builds this big, so I know it seems a little convoluted. I'm being a little weird with it, but I promise, guys, it's gonna turn out really, really cool. So you want to extend this one slab like this all the way to the outside. You may just want to go ahead and fill this in as well, just like that. And then you're gonna start off with your roof here, and this roof is actually just going to go whoop, straight up like this. Let me count how many blocks. Okay, so it's gonna be 5 total blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's gonna be some slabs on top of that connecting it. So let's go ahead and just fill in this entire wall right here. Again, it's going to be 5 total blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, just like that. And then you're going to have a nice little roof line. It's actually it's a very creative roof. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but usually roofs are not very easy. Roofs, I think that's the right word. I'm not too good at roofs, but I am kind of proud of this one. It does look a little odd from the side profile, but I think modern builds, I mean, some of them are just like that. They look good from one way, but then the other, they look like eh. But yeah, as you can see, we have this box in here, and I did leave the cobblestone exposed, so we're just going to fill in the walls in between them, in between these blocks right here. So let's go ahead and just fill all of this in with concrete. Now, the top, of course, is going to be slabs, so if you want to go ahead and do that now, just sort of get that out of the way, you're definitely welcome to. So let's just go ahead and place some slabs here along the top, just filling in the roof all nice like this. I may actually I'm not going to show you guys building that entire thing, but yeah, I promise you all I'm doing is putting slabs on this layer all the way across. Alright, there we go. So you should end up with a roof that looks like that. And now all you're going to do is just fill in these concrete wall areas like this. So pretty simple, and then we're going to take our white glass and we're going to get to building the outside. You're also going to need some leaves. Whatever type is near your build is honestly going to fit just fine. I prefer the oak leaves just because, well, that's all people used to build with was oak leaves. I mean, occasionally you saw jungle or a spruce here and there, but it was mainly just oak leaves. But let's see how we did the window. Okay, so 2 in from the inside. Nice. So 2 in from the inside like this. It's going to be a 3 wide window that is extended 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, just like this. Obviously, you want to fill in your entire window. And then we're going to take these dark oaks. You may need some dark oak trees. You can use spruce if you want, but I think dark oak looks the best. Just putting some dark oak trapdoors on the sides like that. I just think it frames the window nicely and makes everything sort of come together as far as the window goes. So let's come in here and let's do the same sort of thing. And make the exact same window and the same pattern with those trapdoors. And let's see. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, let's put the trapdoors down. Nice and nice. So I think it's an appropriate time now to do the sort of grass we have over here. There's some grass on the build, which it's interesting for a modern build, but I think it fits. So it's 2 in right here, so 1, 2, and it's gonna just be all these blocks right here. Now, if you're curious about how to get grass up here, so the only way I really know of besides Silk Touch is to take grass or take dirt like this and just sort of build a staircase up to your build, like something like this. It really doesn't matter. And then just sort of get the grass in here, and you just have to wait a while and it'll just kind of grow into there. Now, of course, I'm on creative, so I'm going to pretend I have Silk Touch and already have the grass, so we're just going to fill it in. But it's these blocks right here. Oh, these blocks right here, not that one. It's going to be 2 in from the inside. So if we count from the inside, 1, 2, so you're just gonna break all these blocks. You'll know if you did it wrong because you'll break it and there will be nothing below you. You don't want to put them there, obviously, because it's gonna look a little funky from the bottom. We're just gonna fill all of this in with grass like that. All right, looking good. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do here is we're actually gonna put some lighting on the outside. So we're gonna come in 1 block from the grass right here, and then just go up 2 blocks, and then put a sea lantern. You can use glowstone or a sea lantern, or you don't even have to do it at all if you don't have access to those materials. And obviously, if you don't have these plants, don't plant them, but these are just gonna make everything look nice. And then obviously on the exact same side, we're gonna do the exact same thing. So 1 in from the inside, 3 up, boom, and boom. And then just put those trap doors down. And then we're just going to place everything like this. And it doesn't really matter if you have 2 plants in a row. It's really not going to make a difference, guys. No one's going to judge you, I promise. Definitely not me, because I do that all the time. Now, on the front of the build, we are going to, well, you got to decide which one's going to be your front, okay? Obviously, this one over here has a pool backyard, and I will show that at the end of the video if you guys want to copy it, but I'm not going to show you how to build that exactly, because it's kind of convoluted to, like, try to place it, and that was on, like, a beach, so it fit, but I don't know. If you guys want to see a tutorial on that, I definitely can make one. But let's go to the rear here, and as you can see, the window design is a tad bit different, okay? Just because we have that exterior door. but essentially it's all gonna be generally the same. So we're gonna come in here one block like this. We're gonna break these 3 blocks in a row like this. Sorry if that wasn't explained too well. Just like that. If you don't really know what I'm doing there, you can just slow it down and copy me. But right here, we're just going to fill in all these windows, just like this. Now, you do need more sea lanterns or glowstone, or if you don't have access to that, you're actually just going to use whatever material you have. It's really not going to matter. I just wanted to make sure I did it right there. Yep, 3 windows. Okay, perfect. And then where did I put? Okay. So, these dark oak trapdoors are going to go on top of these windows, like just right there. And then we're actually going to put a sea lantern down, and then we're just going to fill these in right here. And let's take some oak leaves, which I did not grab. My bad, guys. And you can, of course, build them whatever length you want. It's nice to have a little bit of variation. You don't have to have variation, but it's going to make the build look a little bit better. Let's go ahead and finish out this rear area. Okay, so I did lie, guys. We're actually going to put another oak trapdoor, or dark oak trapdoor right there and there. And then on this block right here, we're going to put a sea lantern. And then we're also going to put another sea lantern right here. Now, I realized on the other build, they were all just too high. So that, I think, I determined looked the best. Yeah, that does look the best. And then we're going to take a stair made of spruce. And then we're going to take a door made of spruce. So everything matches, guys, which makes it look good. And then we're going to come in here. We're going to break these 3 blocks. We're going to put a stair. And then we're going to put a normal block and then place the door from the inside. And there we go. Now, I just decided to put an armor stand right here. It really doesn't matter, just because I had a pool and maybe wanted to hang some clothes or something. I'm not really sure. But let's go ahead and get the front of the build out of the way. Alright, now the front of the build is going to be a little bit different than the back, but of course it's not hard or anything. It really isn't. I promise, guys, I'm not going to throw a curveball at you with the front of the build. Now, the front can be either side. It really doesn't matter. You don't have to follow me exactly as far as that goes, but you do want to break these same blocks that I'm breaking right here, and then we're just going to fill these in with this white glass, just like that. Perfect. And then fill in these 3. Now that middle 3 block blank area is going to be where your door goes. So again, do the same sort of pattern, upside down stair, and then put the block on the block. There you go. Perfect. And then we're going to put 2 fence here. And then we're going to, let me make sure I get this right. We're going to put a upside down stair like that, and then a slab in the middle. And we're perfect. And then we're going to put a sea lantern right here. And then we're just going to stack 2 leaves on top of each of those. And that means the exterior is pretty much done now. Of course, on this side, on both sides like this, you can definitely add these plants. Because what I meant is it looks a little bit weird if there's nothing there. So if you just want to do every other block like this, it fits because it's an odd number. That's why I always build in all odd numbers, because you could do things like that. If you build an even number, you can still have symmetry. It's just a little bit more tricky. You're working with a much more difficult area, but you want to make sure they're all at least 3 high. This is what I was talking about, variation, and then you can just sort of make sure that some of them are higher. It really doesn't matter. It's honestly not going to be a big deal, especially if you're in survival and no one's going to see it. But if you're on multiplayer and you want to impress people, make sure you variate them a little bit, and it's just going to look a whole heck of a lot better. So let's get into the inside of the build. Now, the front, I did have sort of a patio-ish area. It's not really a patio, but I just made sure that some blocks were just like humanized like that, and looking pretty good. So let's actually get to the inside of the build finally and get started. Alright, now the bottom floor is actually going to be made of cobblestone, so let's go ahead and break these doors here. See, that's what I meant. If you already built it, you're going to be a little upset with me. But let's go ahead and just fill in the entire floor with cobblestone. Make sure you get all your doors so they don't look weird, but I'm going to go ahead and fill this in with cobblestone real quick. Now, I do have this ladder in my inventory for a reason. I really do, I promise. So we're going to build the entrance to the build. Like the entrance to the second story of the build. I guess I should... What did I just do? What did I just do? I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Give me a second here. Let me fix my mistake. Okay, let's come inside again. Let's not do that, because I keep forgetting. Remember when I said that I had the wall here originally? So I had the wall here originally. So the ladder block is actually going to be in the middle right here. Okay, so it's actually going to be 1 block up. You can go ahead and put the slab there, and then now we can break these blocks and build the ladder up. So just like that, make sure everything looks nice, and then your ladder can just go up like this. Now originally these blocks were filled in, so it didn't look like the ladder was sticking out a whole lot, but it will for a second here. But that gives us some nice areas for chests, which is cool. But now we're on the second story of the build. Pretty cool, huh? 2-story build, and it's actually a pretty roomy interior. So I'm gonna grab the materials we're gonna need for the inside, and let's get started. Okay, now hopefully I grabbed enough stuff. There's a ton of stuff here. I'm just gonna place like these 3 things down, and then I'm gonna remove them from my inventory for a moment here. So the spruce, the entrance to the front of the build's gonna actually have some spruce right here. So let's go ahead and put those down, and then let's go ahead and place this block right here. I'm using spruce on the inside just to switch things up a little bit, and you can also grab a spruce stair. I didn't do this on the original build, but I'm seeing it now, and you can put a stair right there and maybe make things look a little bit better. Maybe even trapdoor. Yeah, see? Now you got 3 layers of depth all the way leading to your door, which is always nice. So let's go in here. Let me grab these 3 things back. So this one, and then this one. Okay, so it's gonna be a little different of an interior. Okay, it's not gonna be your standard boring interior. We're gonna have some nether groweries right here. Now I know a little bit weird because it's kind of out of order. Usually you'd have that at the top of your build, but hear me out, guys. It's actually going to be kind of nice because it's segmented only due to the windows, but because of that constraint, we can actually do something pretty cool. On the inside, we're going to put 2 tables just like that, or 2 upside down stairs making a table. And then go ahead and put this spruce trapdoor there. Then you could put 2 brewing stands right there, and it fits nicely, doesn't it? We do need a cauldron, and then we're going to have to put water in it, unfortunately, guys. So let's go ahead and fill that in. Nice. Okay. So let's come over to this wall. Actually, I have the wrong picture pulled up. But we'll go to this wall first. How about that, guys? So we're just going to fill in all of these with chests. So a nice little chest storage area. We do have tons of chest storage in this build, so don't worry about it. This is not the only chest. But yeah, there we go. We already have nice chest storage. Now, next to that, I put some chests right here, just like this. And I also did it on this wall as well. And then I lined them up with, let me see. Yeah, I lined them up with a stair at the top like that. And then I was trying to say I lined them up with spruce trapdoors. And of course, that is like something that's personal preference. I like how it looks. It makes it look more segmented because they're kind of separated from the rest of the build. Now, you don't have to do that, of course. You could also use another material if you don't like that, but I think it gives an interesting, nice contrast to the build, I guess. I don't think, let me find the picture. Okay, we're not missing anything. Okay, cool. Let's go to this back wall here. Now, these blocks right here, we can't break them because they go to the outside, unfortunately, but we can fit a heck load of furnaces right there, and we could just put the slabs on top of that to sort of finish it off. And then we could just put a stair and a stair, and then so you could take blue orchids or any sort of flower, it really doesn't matter, and then you can just sort of put some paintings right there. Now, as far as lighting goes in this build, there's a lot of places to put it because, well, I mean, to be honest with you, there's just a lot of places to put it. So maybe not. See, I say that, but actually, yeah. So you could fit a dang good amount of lighting. I mean, you could even put it right there if you wanted. You don't have to have that trapdoor, and then that glowstone's obviously going to light up this area of the build. But yeah, that's going to be the bottom floor. Oh yeah. We don't want to forget this, guys. So we're going to drill down 2 blocks or 3 blocks if we count the floor as one of the blocks. And then we're going to bring this spruce down right here. We're going to take some ladder. And then I think you guys have a general idea what I'm going to do. Well, you definitely know because you watched the intro video, but that's cheating, guys. It's actually just going to be an enchantment table. But let's come in here and let's break these blocks, just the ones that you see me breaking right here. And then you want to be able to put your enchantment table right there. So let's take some books. I'll sort of explain this. So you should have a 3x3 area like this, something like that. Now, all the books being filled in isn't super important, but just for the tutorial's sake, because I think it looks the best, I'm just going to fill in as many as I can. It'll still be a full 30, even if you don't fill in like every single block, but as you can see here, I'm just sort of going above and beyond what's actually needed. But let's take this spruce and let's place it back there. We can take an anvil and then put it on one side, and then an ender chest in the other. Now, above that ender chest, you're going to need to place something. So this is spruce originally. If we take a slab of spruce, you're not going to be able to tell the difference from above. But, actually, we should take a stair. Sorry. No. Actually, you know what? A slab like that's just fine. It really doesn't matter. And then we'll just put the ender chest right there. I know that piece of dirt is showing, and I'm trying to think of a way I can solve that. Actually, I just thought of the way. I know the way. Oh no, please don't. I'm so sorry I should not have said that, guys. I should not have said that. Okay, so we're just gonna break it one down, and then we're gonna take an ender chest, and we're just gonna place it in there. And you have a little bit of extra room, so you could put a torch or a painting like that. A torch and a painting, my bad. I forget when they added that, but it was a long time ago now. I've been playing so long that they added features that I still think are new that are like 5-6 years old now, and I'm just like, what? But yeah, if you want to, you can take sea lanterns and this black stained glass like this, And right under it, you can just put a sea lantern. You'll still be able to see it because it's technically a transparent block or whatever. I'm not really sure why Minecraft thinks it's a transparent block. It really isn't, but hey, that's okay with me. So let's go ahead and just put sorry, I'm not doing good with my words today. Let's put cobblestone in the areas you just saw under the bookcases. And then we're filling in these sea lanterns. Again, completely unnecessary, but it just helps it look a little bit better. And now you've got a nice enchantment table with a nice little covering. So yeah, that's the bottom floor. Let's get up to the top and finish this build off. Now up here I did forget the skylights, but we can go ahead and add those in a minute here. They're not going to be too difficult, but I'm going to put 2 beds, so it is a 2-player modern house if you wanted to refer to it as such. We're just going to put 2 beds there. We're going to line a bookcase by each of those. We're going to put a crafting table here. Then we're going to put 3 chests just like that. Now this top one will open because those are slabs, see? All the slabs, they work really well. I mean, they're nice to use because they help with utility as well. And then we're just going to put stairs in sort of the pattern you're seeing, so right side up and then upside down. And then we're going to put a slab in between them, just like that. That way you can go ahead and throw down a pot on top of those. And then in the corners, we're also going to put some more chests. I know, right? Even more chests. And then we're going to line all these chests up with some spruce like this. Now, do you see what I mean? It kind of looks like it's almost integrated somewhat in the build. I think it's pretty cool, personally. Now, you guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about the lined chests that I keep doing in my recent builds? Do you think they're cool? I think they're fitting for most builds. I can see how they wouldn't look good in some things, but most of the time, I think they look pretty okay. So let me go ahead and I was just looking at a picture there just to make sure I was doing everything right. So, actually, you know, before we do this, let's take a black stained glass and let's go on top and let's actually do our skylights. So let me figure out how those are made real quick. Okay, so in the middle, 1, 2, 3 blocks. We're just going to break these, and then you want to leave 3 blocks. Now, I know I didn't explain that super well, but these blocks right here are going to be the ones you break. So you should have a 3 gap on everything from the actual window to the edge of the roof, and then you just want to fill them in with black stained glass. You don't have to use black stained glass, but I just think it looks the best because it sort of fits with the build, and when you look up at it, as my girlfriend pointed out, it looks kind of nice. It's almost like it's not there, and I think that's kind of the essence of a skylight. It's supposed to look like it's not there fully, but it's definitely there. So we're just going to finish off these tables here. There's not a whole lot you can put next to a table just because of it being well, you can't put much next to a window because, like, for instance, if we put something there, it's going to connect and look a little odd. And yes, you could make the window a little bit smaller, but modern builds, they're known to have these giant, huge, gaping windows, and they're good. They look really good. They really do. I like the way they look personally. Okay, so we have both tables. We're just going to put a bunch of pots on them. You can put whatever you want on them. You could put chests on top of them. You really could. Like, the chest isn't going to connect. If you wanted to, maybe we'll just sort of randomize and have a chest and a chest, just in a random spot. For time's sake, I'm just going to fill them all in with blue orchids, although I suggest that you vary your plant materials there, because having the same thing in one build, well, it's just going to look a little bit funky. Let's go ahead and take these spruce trapdoors here, and let's line the top half of this block. So we should have a 1 whole block like up here, and then let me put a crafting table and a crafting table, and then we're gonna need an ender chest in the middle, and then, as you guessed, some more chests. There's lots of chest storage in this build. I know it doesn't seem like it'd be the type to have it, but man, it really has a lot of chest storage. So let's put 2 anvils right here. Yeah, 2 anvils right here with the 1 block space, and let's take an armor stand. And then just sort of put that in the corner facing inside. You can put armor on it. I'm gonna put something on both of them real quick. Now, of course, you don't have to put all your fanciest armor on here. Oh, messed up, but whatever. It looks fine to me. But yeah, that's pretty much the build. There is a little bit of carpet in here, so if you wanted to do that, you could. It really doesn't matter what carpet colors you use. I use these 3 right here, and then I just sort of did a pattern like this. I don't really know how to explain it. I just sort of put just colors where I thought they looked good. And I really see, like, why can't you put carpet under those blocks? See, that's just something I feel like Mojang could add, because they did it with water. They made it work. But do you see kind of the pattern I'm going for here? Maybe a little bit. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm unclear on my patterns, but something like that makes a nice little, it makes the room pop. I think it makes it look a little bit better than it did by default. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this modern house and you want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And if you do like modern houses, if we could get this video to 1,000 likes pretty quickly, that would definitely tell me that you guys want to see modern, because I don't really know what you guys want to see exactly, but if you want to see more modern, please let me know. That like and dislike area, that is my feedback indicator, so I want to know if you guys want to see more. So if you do, please leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll be sure to reply. I try to reply to every comment. Now if this video starts to get a lot of views and a lot of traction, I probably won't be able to do it, but as long as it's not getting more than 100, 200 comments a day, I can definitely keep up with it. But yeah, the music, shader pack, texture pack, any of the stuff in the video you're curious about is going to be in the description below. If you guys want to know the seed for some reason, which I know some of you do, so let's go ahead and type seed in and then press F4. What the? Come on, give me the seed. How do I give there we go. I guess it was in caps. So if you guys want the seed, it's right there. -8360035929949163098. I know that was fun to listen to. Most of you probably clicked off because of that, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty well. It's a really cool build, and I told you I'd show you this area at the end of the video. So of course, this is not part of the build, but it is something you could add to the build to make it look a little bit better. So all I did was take these full like stone slab blocks. I think they look awesome. You can use really any block you want, and I also used that new update to the aquatic, or the new feature in the aquatic update that you can sort of see. I noticed that like when you put like a stair, right? Can I do it? Can I do it? I don't think I can. Maybe if I fill in. Okay. No, I don't think I can. But it was like putting air pockets around it, and I was really confused. But yeah, if you guys want to do a pool like this with something like that, and then you can just put these like stairs right here, and you can sort of crawl up them. I think they look pretty cool. This is a diving board I came up with. I'm not aware of anyone else making a diving board like this, but there's a good chance I could have saw one a long time ago and just sort of copied it. But that's a nice little diving board. I did some little lamps here with some sea lanterns and some jungle trap doors, just 3 logs below them. And then, as I said, that armor stand was in the tutorial. And then over here, I just made a nice little fireplace. Nothing complicated, just netherrack and 4 brick stairs like this. And then over here, these are being allowed to open because there's a redstone torch below them, but you can't see it. See, it's behind the scenes, but it makes it look like a nice couch, nice little, I don't know why you'd want to sit on a quartz couch, but hey, it's modern, it's fancy. And then right here, I just did, they're literally just like the simplest thing in the world, but they look awesome. It's just a stair, just 2 stairs and 2 slabs next to each other, and then in the middle I just put 3 fence blocks and then some spruce trap doors. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys want to copy that, feel free. I'll give you a nice little thing to pause it on, give you some more angles if you guys want to see it. But yeah, thank you guys a final time for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Again, please leave me some feedback. I'd love to hear it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.